Hi everyone, it's Jennifer. I wanted to give a quick update for June. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of when we started to see the orbs and the fluff come down in our yard. And I woke up this morning super excited, thinking that, or hoping anyway, that some of it would happen again, being that it was 1 year. But unfortunately, no. An hour after I was out there taking some photos and stuff like that, they started to do the lines in the sky, which meant game over. Once they started to haze up the sky, I really can't capture all that much. So I had to give up. I was a little bummed about that. But anyway, I mean, it was still nice out, don't get me wrong. It's just that I need to see the sun be very, very clear. So anyway, I want to go over some really quick facts. This is going to be a very quick video because so much going on here. I mean, I broke my laptop. I fried my laptop during the week. Got another laptop. I managed to just look at it and break it. We had a leak in the ceiling, and plumbers, and just it never ends. And then speaking of lines in the sky, my children have been very sick this spring, as well as other kids in the area. And it's not just allergies. It's something else. Something that, it doesn't really make any sense why now they're getting kind of fevers and stuff like that. And my son's got strep throat and an ear infection, and my other one had a very bad bloody nose at school that required a change of clothes. And when I had gone to school that morning and I saw the look on the nurse's face, she had told me this is like the 5th kid that morning that had this weird bloody nose. So anyway, this spring has been very unusual with the weather, and I'm sure we know why. And there's nothing we can do about it. We try to detox chlorella. I have air cleaners running. I don't know if that helps, but let's get to happy stuff, good stuff. The best viewing that I have for the orbs and the angels and the fairies is clear sunny skies or cloudy skies, as they like to hide behind. To hide behind clouds. Very, very clever. They'll zip behind a cloud very, very fast, not to be seen. They are definitely more active now that it's warmer, or sort of warmer. Because when they trail us, the temperatures go down, but whatever. So they're more active now in spring and summer. Can't blame them. We all love warmer weather. They are sentient and they're very clever. They're just like us. But they're also wary of people. So they tend to stay higher up in the pine trees, roof level. Trust has been on a mutual basis here over the course of the year. They have to see that they can trust me, as well as I can trust them. I mean, my children are out there playing and they're zipping about my yard. So it's a mutual basis of trust. Bit by bit, they're showing us things so we can learn, which I try to therefore post videos of and share photos of. Another thing I wanted to mention is that they're tied to our Great Awakening, and they're the good guys. We're having a worldwide Great Awakening. The more people that wake up, the more that I feel that they can be seen. And it's almost like in Star Wars with the dark side and the light and the Jedi, and like it's kind of like it's kind of like that. Like I feel like they're being able to take more and more, get a little bit more and more power in assisting us with our Great Awakening. It's kind of hard to explain, but telepathically, I kind of feel that the more we all wake up, the more people that wake up day by day out of the matrix, the better it is, and the better for them. Anyway, there's also some kind of electrical energy when they're around. It's almost like sparkly fairy dust. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. I have that in some of my videos. Feel free to go check that out. I think I call it orb energy. Anyway, oh, they also wear clothing and disguises to blend in and not be noticed. When is a dragonfly not a dragonfly? When it's one of them. I hope to capture them in their dragonfly costume a lot more this year. Now that I know what I'm looking for, I do have some of those photos in my Google photo album. Go check those out. So when I say they wear clothing, they wear clothes, and a lot of the females have ponytails and long hair. I know when we think of angels, we think of them as chubby and or sometimes naked. I'm just glad that I see them when they're wearing clothes and not the other way. Not the other way. They can change shape and they can change form and they can go through solid objects because everybody knows that about orbs. I just find it absolutely mind-blowing and fascinating. Whatever that magical energy is that I see, it's tied to the sunlight. Not exactly the sun itself, but like sunlight, right? Or they could, or like, you know what I mean? They could it's seen in sunlight. They're not seen. Sorry, my kids are running around, playing around with the doorbell. Where was I? Let me try that again. It's tied to sunlight. So it's in our atmosphere. It's not, outer space stuff. And it's like an optical illusion because sometimes, you look at it. If I turn this way and I see the angels, celestial light beings in my yard and I see them this way, but if I turn this way and they're it just, sometimes it's almost like they disappear. Although sometimes they'll stay in 3D and even in like dimmer hazy skies, I can still see them. But they don't like the hazy skies or the gray skies, like same with us. And I kind of feel like when they geoengineer us, I just automatically know, put the camera away, it's not happening today. Okay, anyway, they fly right up into the sky when they're in the pine trees. So they come down and they go back up. And that's pretty much how what I see and what I witnessed. I watched them in the pine trees and I've seen them just go straight up. And it's kind of like, well, where are they going? Are they going to heaven? Are they going, is there like a spaceship up there or like a planet hiding? Like, I don't know. There's so many theories. There's tons and tons of theories. I don't know. I can only, go with some of those theories that they could be right. I mean, there's definitely something up there that we don't see sometimes. That's what I get the feeling of. Because at night we've seen some interesting flying craft. Anyway, time's up for me because my kids are playing outside, and I wanted to just real fast. I wanted to say that if you haven't checked out Sargel 18's videos on YouTube, please do. Sargel 18 talks a lot about the battle that we have between light and dark. Demons, archons, whatever you want to call them. And I truly believe that there is a battle, an unseen battle between light and dark going on. And I am really, really glad that I have the good guys here and not the other ones. Because, if there was, I'm pretty much more than capable of handling that kind of dark energy. I'm forever saging the house. New Age. I know I have a Tibetan singing bowl. So we're well protected, but I am really, really grateful that we have the good guys here. And if they're here, the light beings, the celestial beings, fairies, angels, whatever you want to call them, if I can see them, and I'm sharing these with you, then you know the other darker stuff is real as well. And again, I can see them without my camera. And today, when it was briefly sunny, I stood outside and they came down. They were almost right above my head. And it's a trust thing. And sometimes on good days, when I sit and they actually they know where my chair is, my lounge chair, because that's what I do. I lay down and and with my camera, my lens is heavy, so sometimes I have to use prop it up on my knees or something like that, and they know where my chair is. So I'll go out there and they'll be swirling and swarming right exactly at that chair, and I'm like, this is wild. So and same thing over the winter. They knew my schedule. They knew around this time is when she's going to come outside, and it's kind of like we're in sync, and I love it. And now that the warmer weather is here, they're not just here by 10 or 20. They're here by the thousands. Whoever they are, they're here by the thousands or millions. I don't know. I mean, when you read stuff in the Bible about angels, and I'm not sure which book I read it in, but it's probably one of the books that I recently had bought. And it talks about, there's a quote in the Bible, and I'm sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head, but it mentions that the quantity of them. So that adds up, doesn't it? Anyway, yes, take care, everybody. I hope to do another update soon, and I'm really, really, really hoping that we get nice weather and that the sun is out. Blessings to all of you. Love and light, Jennifer.